Hello everyone and welcome to Minecraft. Specifically my old server from 1.6.4 on the Yogscast Complete Pack on the ATLauncher. So I wanted to make a video of basically my factory that I made, because I moved on in Minecraft from 1.6.4 to 1.7.10, so I left this behind and I can't really transfer my my place over because it's made like entirely of modded blocks, and I don't really know how to transfer those over without it being a complete hassle, so I'm just not even gonna bother. But I got this enhanced portal thing. This will take me here. It's got a custom look. So let's go through that portal. Let it load in a little bit. And as you can see, welcome to Destro Industries. Also, I can fly. I'm not in creative, as you can see. I have an advanced genetics mod on me, or in this mod pack. I added tons of mods to this mod pack, so this is heavily modded. Yogscast Complete Pack. It already had a lot of mods, but I added more. But yeah, this is the front gate. You got the little towers, the smoke coming out. Pretty cool looking. As you can see, there's a little tunnel inside. Nothing really in there though. I'll just mainly do this in this view without the hand in the way, I guess. This is also a the texture pack I'm using is Conquest mixed with John Smith Technician mixed with Doomcraft UI. It's a mixture of a bunch of crap, but I like how it looks. It works pretty well. This is a automatic fishing system, I believe. And out here we have Destro Industries again. This is the main building. I got saline plants out here for mechanism. This is built in a biome. It's called a wasteland biome. So it automatically looks like shit, pretty much. And then this is the factory. I figured it would fit perfectly here because smoke, pollution, it already looks that way. So it fit perfectly. As you can see, I got toxic waste spilling at the side. The toxic waste is actually mob essence from My Factory Reloaded, I believe, but it looks perfect. And it also makes you glow when you go through, basically, because it gives you night vision. So it's kind of like radiation kind of thing. Here's a wind farm. Powering my turrets that are downstairs. You'll see later. This is that wall. I didn't get to the back. I never got around to doing the backside, but there's more of this here. More pipes with sewage. Here's my missile launching platform where I do my ICBM missile launches. My smokestacks from my mob grinders. They don't actually produce smoke, it's just I have these railcraft smokers in there. So they produce smoke, making it look all factory-like. There's also an elevator here. I won't take that because I want to go through the door. So let's click on the door. It's a computer craft door. And as you can see, it's made with some advanced drawbridge, Tinker's Construct, some redstone and such. Here we got some mad science machines, railcraft rolling machine. This is my automatic TNT maker. Essentially, it just uses mechanism machines to crush cobble into gravel, crush the gravel into flint, and then make the flint into gunpowder by crushing it again. And then you basically do the same thing with cobble to gravel, gravel to sand, and then combine in this crafting terminal or crafting table. Automatic crafting table Mark II to make gunpowder or TNT. I got lots of green lights on the roof. Also got a statue of myself here, holding a piece of antimatter, and there's a pulse rifle from Alien. It's from the Mad Science mod. And our motto is weapons are our business, and business is good. This was primarily made to be a weapons manufacturing facility. So all these are grinders I made with soul... I think these are the soul shard ones. That's the soul cage. Soul shards reborn or whatever. So there's spider grinders. I turn that on. Spiders spawn. And then they are grinded by these grinders. And if things get out of control, I can hit this switch and they will fall into lava, as you can see. Let's turn on UI for a bit. And there's one for zombies as well. There's also my force field here. This whole place is protected by a force field because we were a threat of... the server was kind of at war for a time. My roommates and I. So I built a defensive system. This is my automatic... This is my ME crafting terminal where I have tons and tons of things. I mean, say I want to make a nuclear missile. I just click, begin, and then this thing, I can watch it make a nuclear missile. And eventually that will finish up. It's got to fill lava buckets, fill water buckets. I'll just wait for that to finish just so you can see it. And then I'll show you later how it's done. Here's a bunch of mechanism machines. Here's some other machines. Here's a big reactor. It's set to turn off when the power is not used. As you can see, if the red thing turns on, when it turns on, the green light turns on. I accidentally put my sword there instead of a Yellorium ingot, so that's not supposed to be there. Here's some power. A tank of Yellorium, not Yellorium. This is brine. Brine is used for like tripling your stuff, your ore, for tripling ore processing or whatever. Maybe it's quadrupling, I'm not sure. This is a meat tank. And as you can see, I am making meat out of villagers. So in case you were wondering, you can actually eat villagers in Minecraft. If you ever wanted to do that. I did. So they get spawned. I also have a little trading station over here. So if I turn that on, I could trade them for stuff while they're still alive. For coins and whatnot. But they get turned into meat juice, and that juice gets pumped in there, and the meat packer turns it into meat ingots. And then these meat ingots get sent to a redstone furnace and they get cooked. As you can see, I'm holding a ton of them in my hand. And I also produce pink slime as a byproduct. Not overly useful. And then we get the giant flashing D with the atomic symbol in the middle. Kind of a logo, I guess. I don't know. Here's the office, yeah, the office floor. This is my office. Pretty neat. It's paintings, got a lamp, got a computer, some filing cabinets, a fancy carpet, and a desk. These are all my link books. The only one I probably want to show off is this one. This is my arcane sanctuary. This is the tower I built to do my magic in. And this is the world it spawned. It's like it spawned a solo island with some trees. So I planted a ton of like colorful trees, all these colorful trees I added. And then I made this tower. And as you can see, got Ars Magic stuff in there. Probably nothing on the top, no. But I put some detail in it. There's carpenter's wedge slopes all over it. Got tons of chisel stuff. I use chisel and carpenter's blocks quite a bit. All these tendrils out here are made of snow, so it just looks cool. It's like a lot of cloud. That's what it looks like. So let's go back. Alright. Continue on, there's nothing in this room. So, yeah. There's the pipes that lead from the mob grinders, so it looks like there's a reason for the smoke to go out. Every one of these has a little hatch so you can go inside. Change the thing. The soul shard. They're all linked up by a wireless redstone. There's the pipe that leads up to the smoke stack. Let's get out of there. Sorry for all the clicking, my keyboard is right next to my mic, and my keyboard is very loud, as is that machine behind me. set of machines. Also, I didn't say why I needed these. These are like the zombie grinder, the spider grinder, and that one was creeper grinder. Those are all used for, their drops are all used for making nukes and such, so that's why I have all those. These are all mob essence tanks, because this one fuels off mob essence. This is not a soul shard one. That's the Mine Factory Reloaded spawner. So let's go down a level. This is a oil refinery right here. And, well, there's more than just that, I guess. This is an automatic tree farm. As you can see. Cut the trees down. Makes me wood. This is an Enderman spawner. I have cloud on the bottom, so when they fall down, they don't take damage. And they don't teleport away. Also, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Looks like there's fog inside. It's an effect I really like. They're probably dying to the interdiction matrix from my force field, unless... They might not be. I think I turned my force field off. Here's another crafting terminal from an enemy system. Put those around the base. This is my Buildcraft laser. This is the power system for making oil out of power. So these things pump and produce oil out of my power, and then the oil gets pumped through to these refineries, and the refineries makes tons of fuel, and I use that fuel to power my boilers downstairs or anything else I want to. This is another grinder. This one I use for pirates mainly, but I think sheep is in there at the moment. And I captured a pirate with a safari net, safari ball, whatever they're called. What are they called? Yeah, they're called safari nets, reusable. But the pirate was in a chocolate craft pirate, and he was using gold or diamond armor, so he dropped diamonds when he died. So I spawn him, and he drops diamonds when he dies. Pretty neat way to farm diamonds. Advanced Genetics Research Lab is this place. So this is how I got my flight ability without being a creative. I also have a few other abilities I don't remember. I think I'm fireproof or some other crap. Let's see, I got speed, resistance. Resistance from zombies means I can take more damage. But I have blood in these syringes, so if I die I have to re-inject myself with my old blood to get my abilities back. This is how you do it. It's a complex system. If you want to look up advanced genetics, be my guest. This is my server room. It's got turrets guarding it, because this is pretty much where the most important things in the base are. That would be my server racks for my ME system. So that has every item I have pretty much in these little hard drives. And they're surrounded by the most blast resistant thing in the game, which is hardened glass. And I also have a ender chest here for stuff I keep in an ender pouch on me, so I can throw things in there willy-nilly. This is where my ME controller is. You can see the amount of power it's using. There's an automatic crafting terminal, crafting thing. Then we have this, the assembly chamber, which is all the recipes I have automated, which is quite a bit. I've automated a ton of stuff. And here's a Martian villager. He's from the moon. I guess he's not a Martian. He's a moon villager. This is also where I keep all my missiles and such, my nuclear explosives, antimatter explosives I've been producing over time. And this is my starbase. I'm gonna have to put on my spacesuit. Actually, I don't think I do. No, seems that oxygen's still working, which is these little things below this cloud. I put cloud in here for effect. It doesn't actually do anything, but it gives a nice little effect, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like fog, kind of like a spooky station. But yeah, I can walk around my space station without too much trouble. Oh, the oxygen setup is invalid in there, so we're gonna have to put on our spacesuit. This thing has a built-in spacesuit in it. It's because this glass I tried to use, quantized glass, it doesn't actually work. I found that out later. So that was kind of a bummer, because it looked really cool. So I had to switch to that other ugly stained glass that I don't have a texture for. This is a big reactor as well, making about 20,000 power per tick, and pumping that power through my station as well as to this mining laser, which is mining the planet. It's not literally, but it looks like it is. All it does is mine into a void. That's what a mining laser does. It mines into a void or bedrock, and it starts generating random ores. As you can see, it's making yellorium dust into yellorium ingots. It is specified with lenses to search for yellorium and a uranium, and then it automatically processes those and sends them back into the system to fuel my big reactor again. Meanwhile, all the other ores and stuff get sent to this ender chest. It gets sent to my main system on the main planet. So that's how that works. Also, this suit makes me super fast, so I guess that's that. Let's go outside. This is where the power is. This is where the station's oxygen setup is powered. Electrolytic separators, powered by hydrogen generators, and a bunch of solar panels generators. That's what this is. This is what the station looks like from the outside. It's really just a box. I didn't go too in depth making it look cool. I was more worried about the inside. And this is where the oxygen is collected through a ton of leaves. I have leaf decay set off in the config, so that will stay like that for eternity. Because I figured leaf decay would be quite annoying. As is the cloud, as I'm finding out, because it's hard to walk on. Alright, now that we're back, let's go out of the Advanced Genetics Research Lab and into the basement. Basement is where all the power is generated mainly, aside from the reactor on top. There's a giant turbine here. Probably not the most efficient turbine either, because I found it actually doesn't actually make... It makes 19,000 RF per tick, which is as much as the one in space. And look at this big reactor I made. This thing makes about 90,000 RF when fully powered and going for a while, so that is quite a bit more than this. And this was much harder to make, honestly. Especially those blocks right there. I forget what it's called. These are capacitor banks, which are gigantic batteries. It's a multi-block structure. You can keep adding capacitor banks to it, making it bigger and bigger. And I made them, designed them a little bit. I made it so you can walk inside of them. And this is the way I'm powering my stuff. The outputs go into these energy cubes, and then they go into tesseracts, and then there's the inputs. And same thing on the other side. I have tons of power. I won't have any power issues. And this powers my portal system, that powers my spawn portals and all that stuff. Oh, one more thing. Also, you'll notice the floor is made of glass completely, except for the under part you can see is like shiny metal chisel bricks things. This is my what was it called? I can't remember what it's called. Particle accelerator. This is how I make my antimatter for my antimatter explosives. It's also really, really loud. Like if I break this muffle thing. See that? Super loud. I use these I use those sound mufflers all over my base because a lot of these things are loud, especially that. I'll turn that off, but that sends us a light spinning around here, and eventually it makes what's it called? Antimatter out of obsidian, I believe I'm using, which is one of the better things to use. And here's my steam boilers. There's what, five of them, running off of the fuel from upstairs that I'm producing. And then they send all their steam into these tesseracts, which fuels my giant turbine here. So that's how I'm fueling that turbine. And I believe that's it for here. Here's a little service hatch. So these are in between floors. As you can see, this is under the oil refinery floor. Here's under the tree farm, under the Enderman grinder. So this is how I wire up my stuff. I have plenty of space in between to walk around. And here's another one. This is under the main floor. This is where all the magic happens. I have tons of machines hooked up automatically to do certain things. Sounds like something's going at the moment. Something usually is going. This is making sand into something. And there's just tons of like recipes and such encoded into the ME system. If you know anything about the ME system, you know this is probably a lot of work. I also have a lot of storage, deep storage units down here, holding infinite amount of items pretty much. They hold so many it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I got things making oxygen for my systems, all kinds of stuff. And here's my main door, how this is set up. Some redstone, a ore gate, some siren things. This is a cobble maker, just make cobble. That's all that does. This is for making some sort of oxygen, hydrogen. This is some ghetto-looking cactus farm I made. It's on a timer. Eventually these will grow, and the timer will eventually just push this thing out, and then these vacuum hoppers will suck it up and send the cactus into my system. So, automated cactus. Not the most glorious way to do it. It does work. And yeah, I think that's about it. All this pipe, like this giant tube here, that's just for looks. It's filled with that mob essence that's being poured on the outside. These are all the tubes that are pouring to the outside. I made it like look realistic, not like it's got a function. It doesn't have a function at all, except for to be stylish. That's mainly what I was going for. These lights, all made with like carpenter's wedge slopes and stuff. I made the place look pretty cool, you know. I paid a lot of attention to detail here, and I think it turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this place. And I think if I ever make another one, it will be similar. So let's go back outside. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I just wanted to show it off, mainly for myself, because this is an old server that I won't be coming back to, and I can't really get my world off, or my factory out of it. It'll just be a hellish nightmare of item ID kind of conflicts, and it'll really just be too much of a pain. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video of it so I can remember it, look back on it, maybe if I want to see it again, you know. But I'm not gonna be putting out many Minecraft videos. It's not really my thing. So yeah, it's kind of just a one-off thing. Maybe I'll make a couple more later of some other things I have. I have other worlds, other builds. Maybe I'll upload them, who knows. But yeah, that's about it. So if you enjoyed that, that's cool. If you didn't, that's fine. You can keep watching other stuff, and yeah. Catch you later.